Yo, what's up, homies? It's your boy LowTide, and I'm hopping in here real quick for a preference on this video. So this video is back from February, actually. So I've been wanting to get the letter out. I just never got around to actually doing it because I did a super duper long recording. I think it was like 3 to 4 hours of a visual novel, which is really hard for me to pump out, especially when it was me doing way too many series back then. So now I'm going to be throwing it back into the mix. I'm going to be throwing this into just where we left off at because we have like 24 minutes, and then I'm going to do another video on it, and I'm gonna try to recap everything in that video so we don't have to do a giant what's called like slew of videos thrown together into one video, or do something that just makes no sense. So we're gonna try to do that, and then we'll keep this series going because this is more of a horror game, and what better than a time to bring it back than now. Plus I've been missing this game a little bit, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. Like I said, it's from February, so don't expect it to be on the same level as these videos. Editing will be up to par, but the commentary and stuff like that I can't vouch for. It's been way too long. Alright, so other than that, hopefully you enjoy. This time laughter that comes from both sides of us is genuine. Back to the usual. Things may have not been the easiest lately, but it certainly isn't the worst that has happened. And I can go tell you this is going to be cut by either us seeing it, both of us, or me. I doubt this will be the end. We do end up sharing the cinnamon buns between us, despite Zach's insistence that it's only for me. But more the food, there is relief and contentment.
If you need anything, just ring, okay? Like when Ash annoys you too much. I'll help you with him, best friend or not.
Right.
No way. I can take him on.
Still an extra muscle wouldn't hurt, yeah? Just let me know, and I'll back you up. My sister knows this one thing to shut him up when he's being his usual self. Ask me what it is whenever you want, and I'll spill it.
Aight.
I don't think that's necessary, but thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
He leaves me with a smile and a wave. Off to some new gig again. As for me, we still need to talk to Becca, Ash, and I. Put petty arguments aside, like adults we all are. This, however, is a start, no matter how small it may be. I just hope I can keep them safe. A light wind blows again, sending dried leaves swirling in the distant earth into the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good. I need to visit the grocery too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently near the park? ... The cat's name is Brutho. What? Or at least that's what his collar says. It's an odd name for a cat, in my opinion. But it speaks grace, much like the one that carries it. It shows in the way he swishes his tail, and his eyes follow my hand's every movement. I'm not sure what he finds fascinating in me. To be honest, I wasn't the very picture of grace when he found me, after all. It was a bad idea of carrying 2 heavy bags of newly bought art materials and groceries without help or a sure ride home. In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bought all these. At the same time, I didn't even make it past the park. I mean, if we kept Zach with us, we would have been fine. And now I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunched up on a park bench and drenching in sweat, in the company of a cat curiously watching my every movement. The cat's like, "The fuck are you doing? Why the fuck are you doing this?" I hope it stays where it is. It's just a black cat, but back at home, they're considered ill omens. Yep. You know, black cat, cross your path. Yeah. I like cats, so I don't care if it's black or not.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful as well if I want to.
The cat's like, "The fuck? No, you can't." Meow. Not that I've ever acted graceful in my life, of course. Growing up with a rowdy younger brothers. And a sister does that. Yep, you're right. Or maybe it's the opposite. Mama used to call me a little troublemaker. Before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. A short breather, and then I'm off home. Besides, it isn't like the company's bad, even if it's a cat, as long as it doesn't bite or crosses my path. Pretty much. Hell, I'll let the cat sit in my lap.
Where's your owner, anyway?
He has one, doesn't he? An owner? That's what the collar's for, isn't it? A bandage is wrapped on one of its paws, though. I wonder what happened to it. Did he run away?
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets. I tried to bring one home before, a cat. Not black, of course. And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
I take a small bag of sweets from one of the bags beside me and pop it open. Oh, meow, meow. As I'm about to put one into my mouth, he meows. My hand stops.
Do you want one?
A sweet? He doesn't meow again as I'm expecting him to, but I take his unblinking gaze as a yes. I shift the piece to my palm and hold it out to him waringly. He sniffs at it once, twice before. Hey, Marianne! Like a good, properly trained pet, Bruthiel responds as soon as he's called. Recognition comes as soon as my head snaps in the direction of the voice. Miss Kalabach. Hard to miss with, what with her height?
Sorry. Did my cat hurt you?
No.
Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Nice to meet you again, Miss McCullough.
Were you harmed in any way?
No.
I'm sorry. Bruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even run away from the veterinarian right now.
No, he was literally just chilling. Like, he didn't even do anything to me.
No, he was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Bruthiel's a she.
She, I'm sorry? She, all this time? I thought... Okay, the pause in the conversation, if this can be called one, is uncomfortable. We're merely two people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, meeting like this don't happen a lot, and it doesn't. And if it doesn't, a simple nodding of heads is enough. Oh god, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Alright, let's talk to her on a personal level. Cat. I like cats more than work. Really? Really? She wants to talk about work?
I'm just curious.
Really?
About
that, oh my
your
god!
work.
You see how much that added? Jesus. Like, let me show you. Alright. Let's go back. We're like right here. Alright, now look at what happens.
I'm just curious.
God.
About
She likes this as
about
much
your
as
work.
almost as much as Zachary does, if not the same. If not a little bit more, actually. I think it's a little bit more. I'm just curious about it.
What
Okay.
about it?
There's something guarded in her expressions as I mentioned her work, but I pushed through with my question.
I just want to know how it is to work on a house like the Ermengarde mansion. Is it hard?
I guess she wasn't expecting a question like that. If her eyebrows shot up, tells me
Because of
something.
its age? I wouldn't say it is. It is a challenge, considering the factors me and my team have to sort out.
I would say the age of it and the the size.
But it's a good project. A breath of fresh air from what I usually work on. And I have a good team.
That's good.
Those original fittings, though. It might be old, but the architecture is magnificent.
Ah, so she loves her work. Okay, then yeah, this is better to talk about.
I'm sure you've seen the stained glass windows in the foyer. Oh, I can already think of so many things I could do with it.
She's passionate too.
But of
about
course, my team will have to double check for necessary repairs here and there. That's probably for the best.
Yep.
It's easy to break some key elements with a rush restoration job, and who knows what other hidden issues there might be underneath. People can be so careless.
You're right.
I'm sorry, I spoke too much.
No, it's okay. You seem to really love what you're doing.
Yeah, I love that. Passion is beautiful.
It's not really like that.
Really.
I'm just lucky to have found work in an interesting field.
I mean, it sounds like you love it to me. It sounds like there's some sort of passion there.
Anyway, Bruthiel's due for her visit to the vet. Nice talking to you, Miss Santos.
No problem.
I wish you luck with what you're planning to work on. It seems like a big project, too.
Yeah, because all my fucking art supplies in this hand and groceries in the other. She gestures with her hand towards the bags, the ones filled with stuff I've recently bought from the art store.
It's a project for a friend, actually.
Probably
All
Zach.
the same. Good luck.
I watch her as she leaves, though she stops shortly before crossing the threshold, separating the street. She faces me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to
By
say.
the way, about the Ermengarde mansion, with my clients, it's the rights, I mean.
Yeah?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
There's still a few papers
Yeah.
they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
It'll be finalized before the week's out. Before the next
Thank you.
week.
That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion.
The letter, the same one they saw. Whoever she is, she's asking for help. Someone, I want to tell Miss Collick that their legends aren't just legends anymore. They're real, ... She's not gonna believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too.
Even if she did believe you, she's not gonna like hearing it.
Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
I hasten to pick up the bags I've left in the bench and run as far as my legs can take me. In that moment, what I'm carrying in my hands weighs far lighter than the overwhelming guilt trying to consume me. Home! I want to go home. Going home, we're going home. Time to eat some casseroles. Yes, I referenced something. If you know the reference, you the one. Anyways, anywhere where I won't be reminded of the house. And that's not on my channel, by the way. Of her. Of my own cowardice. Alright, we're probably gonna end it off here. Nah, I got like 4 more minutes I could do. Yeah. Food tastes less appetizing tonight. A pity one would think that someone who'd been on a continuous binge of instant noodles fire a home cooked meal enjoyable. But it isn't. Hunger isn't what gnawing at me tonight. Neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loud in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. It's hard when the things you're trying to forget keep returning to the forefront of your mind. It distracts you, eats at you, devours you. I wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody else.
Other local news. A woman was found dead in her home yesterday evening.
Now that would catch your attention.
Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper, 33 years old, working as a real estate agent.
I said it. I said it. I said Rose was gonna die if she saw the letter. I didn't show it to her because I remember I said because the Marianne, she didn't want us to show it to her. I didn't show it to her, but she looked at it herself. I remember, and she also I want to say she looked at it herself. If she didn't, she at least touched the paper. Oh my god. Ugh. Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her 2-bedroom flat with the words "help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
Yep. And death. Yep. It happened. Well then. Now we can show this to them and be like, this is what's going on, but they're not going to believe me. The victim by the asylum butcher. This girl, okay. No. No. This isn't what I want. This isn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. Those are just stories, right? Legends. I can go. I remember I called it. She was gonna die because if she saw the letter, because she isn't in the profile. Damn it, wrong thing. She isn't in this relationship thing, so she isn't. She's of course a priority character, but that means she wasn't gonna live all the time. I knew that, or she wasn't gonna be involved. Those are just stories, right? Legends. That's what everyone has just kept telling me. So why? And I immediately rushed to my study table and searched for my phone. My hand cold from dread, clinging tightly to it as soon as it touches his edge. Piece of folded paper, the letter lying unassumingly beside it, slips to the floor when I pick up the device. But I pay it no mind. There are more important things. Right now, I need to call her. I need to call her Rose. I was with her. I was just with her, and that's all. I mean, I would do the same in a way, but at the same time, I'd be like, oh my god. She was okay. No. I'm not big on denial. I would probably call my friends, or they would be calling me about it. No, it isn't Rose. I'm sure of it. You saw the fucking picture of her. I just talked to her, and a sob escapes me, and hot tears begin to blur my vision. One after another, they trickled down, weighted by the same guilt I refuse to admit I've been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hands shake as I navigate to Rose's number on my contacts list. She answered, right? That's what she always does. She'll pick it up. They'll turn to me. She'll tell me to turn down the waterworks and tell me to fuss afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Again and again, I dial, whispering, praying, pleading.
Come on, Rose. Don't do this to me. Please pick up. I know you're there, Rose.
If someone picks up, it's gonna be the voice.
Tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxbourne in the recent years. The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
Huh. The TV runs loudly in the background, and deafening static sounds from my phone speakers, but in my ears I can only hear the screams, her pleas, her whispers, help me. We are not safe. Yep, so it's the thing. I would expect my friends to jump on me instantly because they know I was like tied to her, you know? My friends would be all over me like instantly. I feel like they'd be like, yo, you alright? I'd be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But the sensation jolts me awake. My body still wants to sleep to forget what I heard, what I saw last night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly I become aware of how awkward my position is and the aches that accompany sleeping in a cuddled position the night before. How many more days to Halloween? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about a week. I got a feeling everything's gonna go to shit before Halloween and it'll end at Halloween, or everything's going to go to the worst at Halloween. Slowly I become aware of how awkward my position. Oh yeah, I remember that. If I even slept at all. The memories are impossible to forget now that Rose is gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the words weigh heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. Gone because of one letter I was too curious to look at. I should have been more careful. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I should have destroyed it before anyone else had got involved. I should have. The notification light on my laptop blinks incessantly, mockingly when I look at it, as if it's calling me back to a sense of normalcy. To all, BRC employees, in light of recent events, there will be an all-staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Attendance is a must. Company changes new hierarchy and policies will all be discussed during the meeting. Everyone is expecting to bring a copy of their attendance logs to sales, but everyone's cooperation. If this one were more typical days, I'd happily comply and get myself to our office today. Today my limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going will keep me busy and take my mind elsewhere. On the other, the place itself is a stark reminder of what my own fears have cost me. If we don't go, we'll lose our job. We're not gonna want to go, obviously. It's just like one of those things, isn't it? You deal with it with a smile no matter how bad things get and hope for the best. Although my body feels like lead lead and my limbs are sore, I push myself away from my chair and head for the shower. Letter I dropped to the floor last night flutters upon as I pass by, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every word written on it glares back at me. They sneer, they ridicule, like living beings, fully aware of what they've done. With a huff, I pick it up and shove it in my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. This, too, I'll deal with it. Somehow I'll find a way to make things right. I have to. Before it takes more people from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Papers rustling, telephones ringing, feet shuffling. Overall, today feels like a typical work day. Okay, except it isn't. The air is thick with tension and unspoken questions. No doubt everyone present has already heard about Rose. If they missed last night's report, they'd likely see it in the morning news, in the papers, or on various sites on the internet, or people. Everywhere is a bitter reminder. In fact, everyone giving me a wide berth as though the mere mention of Rose would be enough to trigger something in me. I imagine so. It's appreciated, but it only serves to create a bigger hole in the place Rose is left. After lunch, my boss calls for a meeting. I don't have to look up from my work to know what it is about. He's in a strange, pensive mood today, probably out of respect for a dead colleague. Oddly, I appreciate it more if he just shouted at me today. Anything's better.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral yet, but those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors. By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff? None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word? In my office?
Sure. At the end of it, I've been given the entirety of Rose's workload, including finalizing the rights papers, and have been promised an ample compensation for my efforts. I think he's excited. He's expecting me to be happy about it. Instead, I immerse myself in my work. I have to, anyway, if I want to forget. Time flies. When you do, by the time... play the month. I give notice it's already late. Everyone's already gone, leaving me in the company of radio and the members of our janitorial staff. I'll go to this real quick. I don't even know his name. Rose likely does. She remembers people easily.
The
like
Luxbourne
that.
Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
The radio blares one name after another. Hold on a second. Missing? Those are the same AWOL staff members? Aren't they? Still, I have to check. Frantically, I turn to my desktop. Loud tapping my fingers against the keys, fill the office, better part of my shift as I look through everything. The background about the place is history from the current owners and a list of employees hired under BRC. And I'm right. That voice crack, goddamn. Of course I am. BRC may have a lot of staff. They may have a lot of agents hired, but I remember those names anywhere. After all, they're also part of the crew who worked with us in preparing the mansion for the open house. Okay. Then the letters. No, that can't be. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
Rose is...
Something snaps into place in the fraction of a moment. Also, if we have this evidence, we can bring this in front of Ash, and no matter how Ash wants to believe it or not, he'll believe it's a murder situation. We can get Ash involved, and he will definitely believe it to some extent. Everybody will. These people, Rose, the letter.
I need to... No. If it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
I wouldn't have done that. What I would do, I would print this out and go to Ash about it, actually. Because I feel like Ash would know some shit's going on, at least a little bit. Or at least everybody, and be like, boom. So you guys know about Rose's issue, yes, okay. I know I'm probably crazy, situation just happened. But we also have had some missing people in the HR team, right? Look at this. They've been missing, alright? Thing is, these are the only people who've ever entered that mansion. Meaning that either a ghost or the people who enter the mansion are getting targeted. Evidence doesn't lie, and that's what Ash often says, right? Exactly. If I have proof, then maybe. Well, you already have proof. I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but maybe there's still a way I could save them. The letter, my phone, papers, anything that will be useful, I grab them all and stuff them in my bag. I can't stay here. There's something I need to do. There's something those people should. The noise cuts sharp into the room, stopping my hand and cramping in my bag.
Hello? Anyone there?
Someone must have left the printer open again. I may be in a hurry, but if I don't turn it off, another person is certainly going to have a fit tomorrow over wasted company resources. Most of the time, it's Rose who does the nagging, but the clicking of my pen in my hand is a welcome distraction as I search for the said object. Each stride my feet takes also echoes throughout the empty workplace. I've lost sight of the janitor minutes ago, and with me being the only one left, the tapping of my feet against the wooden floor is something I soon learned to appreciate. It doesn't take me long to find it. By the time I turn it off, 5 pages are already strewn on the ground, paper tray having also left the jar. Sighing, I pick each of it up, put someplace proper, but the page that greets me next makes my blood run cold. Probably 5 pages of it. The chill that makes its way up my spine is numbing as the day in the attic. The cheeks crinkle under my tense grip. All I can hear is my breathing as it rasps through my gritted teeth. Wow, that's a lot of red ink. But before I can gather myself, take the first steps out of here, total darkness suddenly envelops me. God damn it, it's the Grudge. I'ma leave it here, cause I don't want to deal with this right now, and I don't have the voice for it. Don't kill me, okay? I'm gonna leave the save screen up. Hopefully I can't die while on the save screen. Oh yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, click the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, click that subscribe button to meet up with me and another one of my videos. Hey girl, shut up. Hey, I'm trying to have an outro. Hey, shut quietly. God damn, over there. Talk about show quietly, please. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys did, click that like button. If you guys are new to that channel, click that subscribe button to meet up with me in another videos. If you guys wish to be notified when I upload, click that notification bell so you guys be notified in your email and on YouTube when I upload. Now, if you all have a great day, and I will catch you on this next LowTide.